What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and you could tell by the title of the video or the thumbnail, one of those, hopefully, that we're doing our little what-if scenario from last year where we decide, hey, all this talk about who's the best quarterback, what happens if this or this, it's over. We're going to figure it out right now. Tom Brady is now a Packer. Let's cut over to it quickly. Aaron Rodgers is a Patriot. So they're both 99 overall. Obviously, you'd rather have Rodgers. Let's be honest. He's younger. 10 times better of a quarterback. Let's be honest, though. Arm talent, not even. Well, I mean, it's not even close. Tom Brady's so good. It's just, at the end of the day, you compare the two, and Rodgers is clearly the better talent. But, of course, the Patriots, don't knock them because they've used Brady to their best of their abilities, and they've done some amazing things. It's just, how much of those things are really Brady? That's the question. This probably won't answer it, but if it goes my way, it's 100% fact. We're going to keep it at 100 sliders because I honestly think anything over this year is actually unrealistic. Because I don't know if you guys have been watching the rebuilds, but the progression has been very, very quick. But yeah, let me know in the comment section now before anything is final. Who do you think is going to do better? Do you think it's going to be the Packers? Do you think it's going to be the Patriots? Do you think it's going to be Brady? Do you think it's going to be Rodgers? Because obviously those two might have both do well and both teams do bad. Who knows? Week 17 is here. We made the playoffs, and he now holds an NFL record. Tom Brady broke a single-season yards record, and I would assume he is MVP as well. The Patriots, however, are 7-9. Come on, EA. Even in Sim, the game, he's not MVP, though. What the hell? I thought he would have been MVP breaking a single-season yards record. 5,598 yards, 45 touchdowns, 18 picks. Ty Montgomery doing very well there. We know the Packers' offense is really good. Jordy Nelson, 19 touchdowns. We know the Packers' offense is really good. So far it's showing up here, as you can see. The Packers doing really well overall, making the playoffs. One blocked kick. We obviously have to look at the Packers or the Patriots, see what they did on their side. I mean, it's going to be hard for Rodgers to beat Brady here. And I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, he had like 700, 800 more yards. Rodgers was more accurate in the terms of, well, actually, what is his completion? 68%. What was Brady? 67. Rodgers didn't throw nearly as many picks. Didn't get their yards done, so we're looking at this as a, whoa, we traded for Tevin Coleman, apparently. Looking at this as a not enough weapons type deal, but Brady does usually pretty well. Very similar, though. Usually Brady does around what Rodgers just did. Rodgers having a bit better of a defense, though. But it doesn't matter. As we can see, Rodgers misses the playoffs year one. Offense number 1 for the Packers with Brady. Defense number 30. Patriots offense was about 6. And defense, where were they? Can I look at the worst defenses? Patriots were around like top 10, like top 12. So top 7 and top 12 didn't go 7. It went 7-9. I don't understand that at all. We do see a close race here, though, for MVP. Russell Wilson, number 1. Number 2, Brady. Number 3, Rodgers. Coach of the year is our coach. AFC was the best player, Aaron Rodgers. What about quarterback? Was he the best quarterback as well? He was the best quarterback. Patriots, Edelman, the best. Very similar in the awards, I would assume. For, oh, actually, this time Russell Wilson wins that award. Let's take a look at offensive quarterback. No award there. Best wide receiver, no award there either. So, Patriots don't win an award. So, that's one category that Aaron Rodgers and the Patriots take is more awards. But the biggest of them all is the Patriots not making the playoffs and the Packers do. So, at 11-5, going against the 9-7 Rams. What's going to be the story? It's going to be a win. 11-5 versus the 9-7 Eagles. Is this going to be a win? It apparently is, as we're going against the Raiders for the Super Bowl. This is not rebuild. The what if could be over right here. Win or lose, honestly, because he went to the Super Bowl. Let's go to the schedule. Show you guys that we didn't cheat. Which, I mean, if you think I cheated this one, you guys are super smart people, because we definitely did. Nothing more than I would like to see than Tom Brady outperforming Rodgers. Clearly. Let's look at the league schedule. Take a look at these results. Wild card, we did not have a game. Divisional, we won 42-19. Conference, we won by 3. And the Super Bowl won by 21. So Aaron Rodgers is not apparently the GOAT, because Tom Brady goes over to the Packers and wins the Super Bowl. Damn, I don't know if that's just EA's way of just giving it to him, but we're going to have 2 more years. Rodgers still has a chance to turn this thing around. I'm going to let the AI decide who gets signed and whatnot. Usually the AI makes a good decision here with the Packers. I don't ever see Davante Adams go free agency. I want to take a look, though, at the free agents. We have about 50 mil here. Doesn't seem right, unless we had a lot of players that I just didn't. So we let Davante Adams go. I have to sign him back, because no way in real life the Packers are letting Adams go unless he has, like, the worst season of his career this year, which he played pretty decently. I don't understand that either. I mean, I guess to be fair, if he goes to free agency. But we're going to get Davante Adams back. Richard Rodgers, I could see that happening. Morgan Burnett for sure. Lindsley, not a chance, but now it's too late. So I'm going to let the AI do the rest of it. We're going to go on to the next season. Going to have to use XP on our coach as well. We lost like the whole offensive line. I don't know what the hell EA is doing, but I'm going to let them do their thing. I mean, I personally think that's a stupid decision of them to let all those guys go, and it's not going to happen in real life, but I did vow that I was going to not step into this. I mean, I already stepped in with Davante. There's no way we would have signed him, helping out this team pretty big here, because they would have let Davante go. So looking at what happened after year 1, I'm not seeing any great rookies. I see this Wall guy. Doesn't look good at all. Offensive line is looking deplenished right there, simply put. A strong safety who did land a good corner, something the Packers haven't done on their own. Slow dev, but he's a really good, really good corner, especially since, unless we traded up, might have landed him with the 32nd pick overall. Let's go to the Patriots now, see if anyone was cut. You still got Aaron Rodgers. Garoppolo's gone. I don't know where he went. Maybe traded Tevin Coleman, James White, Brandon Oliver, Jeromepkr. A little bit too many running backs here for my liking. Edelman, Cooks, and Mitchell. Gronkowski, Dwayne Allen still there. Nate Solder. Offensive line looking pretty decent. Better than the Packers by far. Lawrence Guy, Trey Flowers. I believe they got rid of Coney Ely, unless they have him at outside linebacker, which I don't think they would. David Harris, that's got to be a new signing. I don't think they have him in real life, do they? Cornerbacks looking decent. Yeah, so it would appear that, also landed a decent strong safety. It would appear that the Patriots didn't really lose much. So, like I said it already, I would assume this is going to be a better season. If this isn't a better season for the Patriots than it is the Packers, then there's a little bit of a bias thing going on with EA and Tom Brady, because we can see it straight up that Sim should not be as good for us as it is for them. We lost so much on this team. So this is interesting. We have what it appeared to be an MVP Tom Brady. Punter goes down. MVP Tom Brady, but a missed playoff berth, which is really interesting because he's 8-8. They gave it to him at 8-8, which proves that he must have had a really good season. Not really. I don't know if the rest of the league was just terrible. I mean, I know he had a lot of yards, but that's a lot of picks to throw. Still, let's take a look at the rest of the team. Just not a lot of touchdowns this year. Don't know what's going on there, but definitely can tell that something is a little off. Maybe the age is finally catching up to him. Defense appear to have played a bit better this year. Crosby has a little bit of a down season. 1 kick return touchdown for Ty Mont, and no punt return touchdowns. Number 1 offensive again. Defensive was 30 last year. It is now 9. So a little bit of a boost there from the defense. Somehow 8-8 though. Let's take a look at the standings for the Patriots though, who are 10-6. They made the playoffs. I don't know if they won the division. They definitely won the division. Let's go take a look at those stats now. Tom Brady somehow winning MVP with that many picks. It was very shocking to me. Here, I guess Rodgers didn't throw that many touchdowns either. He had a lot less picks, though. Tevin Coleman, yeah, rushing was nice for us, so clearly just going for the wins here. And Rodgers embracing the Patriot way. Kinda. I mean, Tom Brady usually does. stat pad a little, just a little bit. Picks, defense pretty solid. Can we get to kicking? Only missing 2 kicks there. Cody Parkey. I don't know where Goshkowski is. If he retired, what's the story? Let's take a look at the Patriots offense now. Number 2. And then defensively, number 6, it would appear. Very similar teams. Very, very similar teams. Aaron Rodgers probably right on his tail again. I don't know who Patrick Jeffers is, but Aaron Rodgers is number 4. AFC, Rodgers, best quarterback again. What about best quarterback? He doesn't win here, though. He wins offensive rookie or player of the year, not rookie. He's doing so well with my words, and now I've lost it. I've lost it. Best kicking, surprisingly, not us. Offensive player of the year, you should see Tom Brady all over these awards. You don't see him on there. Once again, another weird one, just like on the AFC side. Moving on now, and you could see this time no playoffs or Super Bowl for us. But the Patriots are in it, so let's sim all the way to the Super Bowl. See what we can get done. Is there going to be a tie ball game here? It would make it a lot more interesting, I'll tell you that. So I don't know if we're actually in there. I hope I didn't miss it. I mean, we'd be able to look at the legacy most likely to see if Rodgers has 2 rings yet. It's a long shot, but if the Packers can make it year 1, the Steelers. So the Steelers won the Super Bowl. Maybe with a rookie. I seen something about first Super Bowl. I don't know what that was all about. Packers didn't even come close, did we? We as in not me. Lost the wild card game. Or were they what? Why do I keep saying Packers? It's not the Packers, it's the Patriots. 49-28. Lost by 4 to Tennessee. Let's go on to what would most likely be the last year. Obviously, tiebreakers are involved, so obviously if Rodgers wins a Super Bowl, we're going to have to do another season. If Tom Brady's even around still. So Tom Brady officially retires, it would appear, unless we let him go. But I don't think that's the story. So with Tom Brady gone, Rodgers should have a much easier route to the Super Bowl. Also, look at the receivers. Jordy Nelson appears to have retired. And Cobb is somewhere else. I don't know where he is. Maybe he was traded. Left guard, good draft pick there. Landed a stud. What about Fudge? Of course, his name is Fudge. Just stick it right to me, you fucks. Martellus Bennett is 75 speed still at 32. That's not bad. Remember, I'm factoring a lot of this in because we are, of course, the Packers in the primetime league. So kind of have to see where this team goes for them as well. It's Frank, terrible. I don't know how Rodgers' team is looking. Don't know if they even have Rodgers still. Rodgers down to a 98, but he's still huffing and/or puffing. Team's looking pretty solid. I don't know if there's any good rookies. Ooh, they landed a good wide receiver, it would appear. Decent one, at least. But, I mean, Rodgers has an extra year that Tom Brady doesn't, so there's no competition between the two. Brady is gone, which I would say after this season is where I would expect a Brady to retire in real life. I might still make a sleazy little when does Tom Brady retire video, just to see, is it going to be one of those things where he always retires after 2 seasons, or is he going to last longer? Because 2 seasons, I mean, that's quite a bit, but if Tom Brady is true to his word in real life, could see him for another 5 years or something. That would be ridiculous. God, I don't know. That's crazy. I think it all comes down in real life to after you play 1 season, unless you're feeling really old, you play 1 season after your worst season. So if Tom Brady shits the league this year, which, I mean, he has better chance than any to as Edelman goes down for the year, I would say he would retire after the next year. Because you usually give yourself, okay, was that just a fluke season, you know? Because you don't expect guys like Tom Brady to suck. And Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. We are 3-13, so, I mean, just like we expect in real life, Rodgers holds up the team. And without Brady, the Packers go down. Warren Milanovic could be, what is his name? Yeah, Milanovic. Don't really care about the yards too much. We'll take a look, though. I mean, we lose Tevin Coleman. Jesus, his team is in shambles. Packers don't interest me anymore as we're dead. Hopefully I can turn that around because in most franchises, this is when the Packers go down. Oh, yeah, I forgot Tevin was on the Patriots, not the Packers. Rodgers having a pretty good season. But when these franchises get down to these next 2 or 3 years, they're really bad. So hopefully I can avoid that in the primetime league. I don't know if it just has to do with Rodgers or what's the story, but the Packers aren't built too well in Madden, at least, where we lose a lot of the talent every single time after the first or second year. I don't know what the story is there. Maybe just not really good at drafting. That does, you know, when you draft well, it does take the pressure off. 32nd in offensive. What about defensive? When your offense is bad, your defense usually follows suit, and Packers, quite possibly the worst team in the league now. Aaron Rodgers does well. Patriots were 11-5, so of course they're in the playoffs. Offensive player of the year, no defensive. Offensive quarterback of the year. I don't know why I said offensive quarterback. His best quarterback in the league. Myles Garrett. What overall is Myles Garrett here? 92 overall. Jesus Christ. But let's go on to, this is the last season, so let's see if the Packers are, or the Patriots are going to go on and win the Super Bowl. Let's go to the Super Bowl first. We'd have to pretty much call it like a tie / Tom Brady slight edge, because 3 years later, Poole is the, I don't really care about that. I don't know who won the Super Bowl. We're about to hopefully find out if the game doesn't. What the fuck is this? What? Every Super Bowl epic going to be no different when the Broncos and Falcons meet in the Super Bowl. So it doesn't even matter. My game is like frozen, kind of. I don't know what this is, but... Oh, there it goes. Okay, I was about to say. I'll have to just do an outro. But of course, we've seen that it was Broncos-Falcons, which is an interesting Super Bowl. I don't like the quarterback scenario there for the Broncos, but that's a decent Super Bowl, I'd like to think. You can see the Broncos lose, Falcons win one. So, of course, the Patriots do not win a Super Bowl under Aaron Rodgers. They haven't really been winning Super Bowls with Tom Brady every time, but I would like to think after 3 years, the Patriots would have gotten one. So we're just going to chalk this one up. 2 straight years in a row where Tom Brady, as a Packer, beats Aaron Rodgers as a Patriot. That's not going to happen in real life, all right? But yeah, it's an experiment, and Tom Brady held his own. I mean, Rodgers held his own too. It just didn't win any games. So, I mean, as a Packer fan, can you really argue that? It's kind of what's happening in real life. I know the Packers have a terrible defense, so there's a huge reasoning behind that. But it is getting a little frustrating as a Packer fan, seeing us with so much talent, so many straight playoff trips, and not making it at least back to the Super Bowl. I would love to at least make it back. I mean, losing in the Super Bowl is worse than not making it. But if Rodgers doesn't at least get 2 Super Bowl appearances in his career, you can't even argue him as the GOAT. I know he's probably the greatest arm to throw it, but you do have to have the hardware. So anyways, Tom Brady wins this thing. I would love to see the Patriots and Packers play in real life, because as of right now, Rodgers is 1-0 on him. And Tom Brady was really pissed that game. So I want to see if Rodgers is Tom Brady's kryptonite. Will we ever see a Super Bowl between the two? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any more scenarios, what ifs, whatever you want to call it, or just anything, tips that I can work with on Ultimate Team, or gameplay tips, or tips on to make the channel better, or game modes to play, let me know. Of course, if you're new, hopefully you subscribe. I mean, just watching the video to this point tells me that you've watched me this point, which is ridiculous. I appreciate that a ton. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!